700 Miles, written by Dan Wagamuth, read by Mike Duncan. 700 miles. That's the distance between the home I grew up in, just outside of Chicago, and Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. Mount Joy is where my grandparents lived, and so routinely we would load our family sedan and pound out the miles to Pennsylvania. Frankly, I'm not sure how we pulled it off. As the youngest of 6 children, somehow my parents packed all of us in this vehicle, along with luggage and food for the journey. Obviously, long before seatbelts and other safety restrictions. Any stops along the turnpike that traversed Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania were for fuel and bathrooms only. My father was single-minded, focused, determined, militant in his resolve. We had 700 miles to travel. Any and every delay was to be avoided. Absolutely avoided. And any unnecessary delay was greeted with a stern rebuke. And what complicated this strategy for a small boy, namely me, was that a turnpike oasis was where these breaks occurred. And inside these grand buildings were many, many juvenile distractions, from enormous candy suckers to rocking horses, from a variety of restaurant options to automotive parts. But make no mistake, we were on a mission. At least my dad was. And so with virtual blinders on, we walked in and walked out with precise execution. This philosophy of travel is deeply embedded in me. The destination absolutely trumps any distraction along the journey. The goal is 700 miles long, so get focused and single-minded. I'm afraid that often for me, adventure takes a backseat to efficiency. The clock rules. And while I understand the significance of covering miles in an effective way, I also realize that much of the joy of a journey comes when we allow ourselves to enjoy the trip, to pay attention to our current circumstances, to watch and listen and engage in the present. Too often, it's the destination at the expense of the journey. There have been many times in my life where I've viewed hope as a destination. The arrival at the perfect place in life, work, family, bank account, relationships, faith, all in perfect alignment. But that's not where hope is needed or available. Hope is a companion, not a destination. We've all met people who ooze hope, not because their lives are uncluttered with pain or problems, but because they understand that they are made for a purpose, that they bring joy and meaning and love to those around them. So be encouraged. Hope is available today. This moment, this mile of the journey. It's not elusive or distant. As earth-shaking as it might sound, the journey to hope can bring us much wonder, adventure, promise, joy, and delight, even before we arrive.